Good morning, guys. Welcome for another hike. Today we're going to be doing Bear Peak and South Boulder Peak here in Boulder, Colorado. It's a loop trail just located on the southwest side of town, and it's about 8 miles round trip with over 3,300 feet of vert. We got to Boulder from the Golden area in about half hour. We took Highway 93, and if you're ever actually in the area and have a chance to take that road, be sure to do it if you're coming to Boulder, because it's a lot more scenic than driving on the highway, and you'll get a lot of really good glimpses of the Flatirons the whole way up. We're hopefully going to be doing this hike in about 4 to 4.5 hours, depending on kind of how we feel and the stops along the way. Also, it is quite smoky out today. There's a bunch of wildfires going on west and northwest of Boulder, up in Lyons and like Estes Parks. So we're definitely going to keep that in mind while we're doing this hike in case it gets too smoky on the way up there. But right now we're looking at pretty good conditions. Also, if you're planning on doing this hike and you end up at the trailhead, which we got to, it's just like a little cul-de-sac in the middle of a housing development. So if you pull up to the cul-de-sac and you think you're in the wrong spot, look at your GPS and your all trails again, because that is where you start. But we're excited to get this one going, so let's start hike. So we're about 1.6 miles in, and up to this point it's been just like a gradual uphill the whole time. Nothing too bad as far as elevation goes, but now is where we pretty much got to the base of the foothills, and we're gonna be going up from here. So we're just about 2 miles in, and we just got to the saddle from where you make your final push up to Bear Peak. It's a pretty good uphill, and I think it's like 0.8 of a mile, actually pretty much straight up from here. But it's a good quad burner. From there, we're gonna be going over to South Boulder Peak. And up to this point, it's been pretty good. There hasn't been like anybody here, which is awesome. And the smoky conditions aren't too bad. I know everything's kind of just north of Boulder right now, but for us, it hasn't been bad at all. Actually, it's pretty warm out too, so probably gonna lose a couple more layers on the way up there, but let's keep the hike going. All right, guys, so we're about 2.7 miles in, and we just got to the top of Bear Peak. There's like 2 to 3 mile per hour winds up here, so it's pretty nice. A little foggy and hazy from the fires that are going on right now, but nothing overkill. It's not too bad at all. Plan going forward is behind us. This is South Boulder Peak over here. So we're gonna go down off of Bear Peak, go to the backside, and then go down to another saddle, and then we'll be going over to South Boulder. All right, guys, we just got to the top of South Boulder Peak. And once again, it's not that windy. It's a little windy over here compared to over at Bear, but I mean, maybe 4 to 7 mile per hour winds, so nothing crazy. Scrambling up South Boulder is a lot easier than Bear Peak. On Bear, you're gonna definitely have to take your time. There's some slippery rock over there, but over here, it's pretty much like the last maybe 25 yards you actually have to even go up on any boulders. So just take your time, and you got some really good views waiting for you. So we're gonna have a couple little snacks here at the peak, and then we're probably gonna go down Shadow Ridge or Shadow Canyon, I can't remember the name, and then finish the loop trail that will go back to our car. And as always, the rule of thumb is if we get home before 2 o'clock, there is a second coffee in hand. So we're gonna try to get back before then. All right, guys, just finished up this hike. We did this hike in under 4 hours, and it took about 7.8 miles to do. Now for the rest of the day, we're pretty much gonna drive the 20 minutes back to Golden and then stop by one of our favorite little coffee shops called Red Silo, where they probably make one of my favorite cafe au laits around. So just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoy all the ones that I'm putting out there, and have a great rest of your day.